squad from the ACC, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on last year's national champion, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Buffaloes will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. From the gun, the ground game. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, in the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start.
There he goes! And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And the Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, the running back has it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. To the air on 1st down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
You got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got 2 guys on him.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's good. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. So you didn't pick up the 1st down on the short game, but will the analytics sway them to go for it here on 4th down?
I think the analytics say go for it, Reese. Every single time, every situation now. It's only 1 yard to go, short yard situation, man. I'm going to trust I can get that yard.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Hurricane. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin would just steamroll teams. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. A deep tradition of backers who make plays and get after quarterbacks. Ray Lewis could do it all back in the day, just like this guy is.
Yeah, and they look the same, don't they? They look the part, just big, physical, huge guys, but the speed element always there, always in the backfield, making play.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, he's got room. Touchdown, Miami! The defense does the work itself with a pick six. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And what a great job by the linebacker that time. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, sitting in zone coverage. QB stared his target down. Not only does he pick it off, but he shows you the athleticism, taking it back all the way for a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll run it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Got it in the middle, it's McLeod. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. back to pass. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Buffaloes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB. And he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown, Canes. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game, because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That one off. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The give to the tailback. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. On the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys. From the gun, give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark.
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Here comes the heat. That's reeled in. It's Nix. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Dropping back, it's Hout. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. They'll run the screen. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
You know good and well the quarterback wanted to push the ball down the field, wanted to throw for the 1st down. Couldn't do it because the defense had taken it away. He did the right thing. Didn't turn it over. Dumped it off to his running back. His running back got some positive yards. But guess what? Now it's decision time. It's 4th down.
Makes the grab. It's Nix. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Canes with the 1st and 10. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up 4th.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Western Kentucky is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These toppers have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Liberty.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. At the 35, he's open.
Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Got him downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
Line gets set, 1st down. Pulls it and fires to the left. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Hurricane. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. A lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The short hand, it's Gibson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that 1st down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Looking for a deep man. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll try to take it back. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
He's going to run it. Working that left side. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to pass. It's Howell. Out of the backfield, he's open. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Canes will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Clements. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Got it in the middle. It's Savage. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
The Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him.
There he goes. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. from the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now on third down for this offense. He might want another play. He wants to take the top off. He's got it inside the 25. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it and still on his feet. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Great job by the running back scoring on that pitch play off the option. It wasn't easy. He had to make somebody miss and do some dirty work there down inside the 10-yard line, but nice individual effort.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll go to the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
The deep thinking brings some heat on third and long from the 44. Here's the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown? continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. At midfield, he's got room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next run.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. It is good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy to...
Oh, he's got some space. The 40. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grab near the marker is Savage. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. They'll try to pop the draw. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Savage. Good throw and catch, takes it down at the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a...
And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Pettis. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. That Miami offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
The Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give on the inside. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get the 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You can tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a 1st down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.